Stop everything. What I'm about to reveal will shake the foundation of the NFL entirely. If you thought you'd seen it all this offseason, think again, because what's happening behind closed doors right now is absolutely unprecedented. An elite superstar player, one of the best at his position, is on the verge of a seismic shift in his career, and the entire league is holding its breath, waiting for the next domino to fall. But here's the shocking truth. This isn't just a rumor. My sources, extremely well connected within NFL circles, have just confirmed something huge, something that could change the landscape of the league as we know it. The phones are ringing off the hook in front offices all across the NFL, from New England to Los Angeles, but especially in Chicago. Yes, the Chicago Bears. And I can tell you with absolute certainty, what's happening right now is nothing short of historic. Confidential whispers say the Bears are in the final stages of a deal so colossal, so game-changing, that it's barely being kept under wraps. But here's the catch: nobody's talking openly yet. The league's best insiders, the ones with access to the kind of intel that matters, are whispering about a maneuver so bold it could redefine the franchise's future. And the name. It's a household name, a player who's been dominating the trenches, a man many believe is the missing piece to finally elevate Chicago into true contender status. You're probably asking yourself, who? What superstar are we talking about? Why now? The intrigue is thick, but I promise you'll want to listen closely, because very soon I'll unveil the entire story, and trust me, this revelation will leave you stunned. The chaos in the front office, the encrypted calls, the secret meetings in private jets, all signs point to one thing. We are on the cusp of a blockbuster trade so massive that it could send shockwaves through the NFL for years to come. And I say again, this isn't speculation. This is a verified, locked-in shift in the league's power structure. Are you ready? Because the next few minutes could be the most explosive of your NFL offseason. Now, before I drop the biggest name, let's set the stage. Let's talk about Chicago. The Bears are in a crucial moment. Fresh off a playoff appearance in 2025, led by their explosive young quarterback Caleb Williams and a coaching staff that's transforming the culture, they're still missing that final piece. A dominant, proven veteran who can anchor their offensive line, protect their franchise quarterback, and turn their offensive line from good to elite. The Bears have been desperately searching for months. Behind the scenes, they've held secret meetings in private jet lounges in Chicago, behind closed doors with top agents, and even in encrypted calls that no one outside the inner circle has access to. They've scouted, analyzed, and negotiated in silence, every move calculated, every angle covered. And then they found HIM. Yes, I said HIM. And now I'll finally reveal that this isn't just any trade speculation. It's a choice being made by one of the most innovative, sharpest GMs in the league, Ryan Poles, working in tandem with head coach Ben Johnson, who's transforming the franchise with his bold visions. They are making a move so audacious it could redefine the entire future of the franchise. And the best part, it involves a player whose resume, stats, and legacy are nothing short of staggering. Now, brace yourselves, because I'm about to give you the details that will blow your mind. I'm talking about Orlando Brown Jr., the man who's been quietly making waves, a true pillar on the offensive line, a beast who recently played for the Cincinnati Bengals and has an entire league eyeing him like a treasure chest of potential. But this isn't just about his resume. It's about why Chicago needs him, why he's the missing link, and how this deal almost feels like fate. Get ready, because in just a moment I'll take you through every gritty detail. First, let's talk about Orlando Brown Jr. A freak of nature, standing at 6'8" and weighing a colossal 350 pounds. Just imagine that imposing figure standing at left tackle, protecting the future of the Bears' offense. Since signing with Cincinnati in 2023, Orlando has proven to be one of the league's most powerful, most durable, and most technically sound pass protectors. Yes, durability is a question mark, but when healthy, he's an absolute game changer. His impact block rating is a staggering 90 out of 100, and his run block power stands at 81, making him a true force in the trenches. Elite is the only word fitting his pass blocking power, rated at 79, and he's been recognized 4 times as a Pro Bowler. In 2021, 2022, 2023, and just this past season. The NFL's best consider him a top-tier LT, capable of holding the edge against even the fiercest pass rushes. What makes Orlando so unique? It's simple, his combination of brute strength and technical skill. He's an impact blocker, a wall that even the fastest, most aggressive edge rushers struggle to penetrate. His sack allowed rate, among the best on the Bengals line, and his leadership qualities, off the charts. His story is one of resilience, overcoming injuries, bouncing back from setbacks, and consistently proving he's one of the league's most valuable assets. His contract. A 4-year, $64 million deal signed in 2023, a tidy sum that remains highly attractive to any team looking for future stability along the line, especially with free agency looming in 2026. But here's where it gets really interesting. Orlando Brown Jr. isn't just a solid player, he's a linchpin who can elevate Chicago's entire offense. Whether it's helping Caleb Williams blossom, giving Justin Fields the protection he needs, or creating lanes for a dynamic run game, Orlando is exactly the kind of player that transforms a good team into a championship contender. And the league knows it. His market value? Through the roof. Despite injury concerns, his reputation as a dominant force keeps him at the very top of the NFL's offensive line hierarchy. Now, I hear you asking, why now? Why would the Bears make such a bold move at this exact moment? It's simple. Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson see the window. They understand that in today's NFL, elite protection isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. They want to turn Caleb Williams into an MVP, and Orlando Brown Jr. is the key that unlocks that potential. The league's best insiders say the deal is already in motion, with negotiations moving fast. Word is the Bengals are open to trading him. The right offer, the right package, and they'll let him walk. And that's where Chicago's front office is making its legendary power play. But it's not just about acquiring Orlando. It's about sending a message to the entire league. The Bears are serious about winning now. They're willing to pay whatever it takes because they understand that the next step, the real breakthrough, lies in solidifying that offensive line. And Orlando Brown Jr., he's the missing piece they've been hunting. This isn't just a trade, it's a statement. A declaration that the Chicago Bears are here to dominate. That they're ready to compete with the best, with a roster built to last, anchored by a superhuman left tackle who can change everything. And behind this colossal move, there's a genius orchestrating it all. Ryan Poles, known for his shrewd eye for talent and bold moves, is working in the shadows. His strategy, to build a future-proof roster, to bring in players with proven leadership and dominant size, and Orlando Brown Jr. fits that mold perfectly. NFL insiders are whispering that the deal could include multiple draft picks, future considerations, and even some high-dollar incentives, with clauses that could pay Orlando bonuses for playoff success, Pro Bowl appearances, or even Super Bowl runs. Now, let's glance behind the curtain. Several rival teams are trying to block this deal, offering counteroffers, attempting to sway Orlando himself with lucrative incentives, or even leaking disinformation to create chaos. But the Bears' operation is too precise, too calculated to be derailed that easily. Imagine the scene. The front office huddled in the war room, the GM poring over dossiers on Orlando's performance, his health, and his leadership qualities. They're projecting that with Orlando in the fold, the Bears' offense could vault into the league's top 5, a monumental leap given their current trajectory. And the emotional reaction, it's palpable. Coach Johnson reportedly has tears in his eyes, a man dedicated to building a powerhouse, finally getting the player who can anchor his entire scheme. The players, they're talking about Orlando as a game changer, a leader who will bring discipline and ferocity to their already promising squad. The front office is feeling confident, knowing that they're executing a move that could be remembered for decades as a turning point. When you analyze the financial implications, it's even more staggering. Orlando's 4-year deal at $64 million averages $16 million a year, a hefty investment, but a drop in the bucket for a franchise that's desperate to contend. The Bears are prepared to release or restructure some veteran contracts to make room, and smart money says they might even shed some less productive players to free up cap space. The plan: to maximize every dollar, every roster spot, to create a seamless scheme where Orlando's power and technique can shine. And scheme-wise, Orlando's fit is perfect. His aggressive power style complements the Bears' offensive philosophy, punishing defenses and creating chaos in the run game, setting up screens, play-action passes, and giving Caleb Williams the protection to operate at his best. Historic trades like the one for Trent Williams or even the bolstering of offensive lines in past Super Bowl runs. This would dwarf those. It's a trade that could produce immediate results, elevating the Bears' offense from good to elite overnight. The projection. About 50-60 more pressures allowed next season, but a massive leap in run-blocking efficiency, leading to a top-5 rushing attack that keeps defenses on their heels. But what makes this deal truly epic is the ripple effect. This move signals to the league that Chicago is no longer content with rebuilding. They're here to dominate. The city is already buzzing, their fans dreaming of Lombardies, social media exploding with hype, and local billboards hinting at the future starts now. The next 48 hours, they are crucial. Rumors suggest that Orlando Brown Jr. himself is aware of the opportunity, and the moment the deal is announced, it will set off a chain reaction throughout the league. Everyone will know that the Chicago Bears, under Johnson and Poles, have positioned themselves as serious contenders, with a superhuman left tackle leading their charge. So what's next? Expect intense negotiations, last-minute counteroffers, and perhaps even some unexpected twists. But one thing is clear. The league's eyes are on Chicago, and Orlando Brown Jr. is about to be the cornerstone of something legendary. The move that defines an era, the trade that could go down in NFL history as one of the greatest of all time. And here's the truth, the next 48 hours will be critical. This isn't just a rumor anymore, it's happening. And once it's confirmed, the league will never be the same. Stay tuned, because what's coming next is nothing short of historic. And trust me, you will want to be part of this story from the beginning, because this is more than a trade. It's the beginning of a new legacy. The moment this deal is sealed, the league's landscape shifts forever. And the Chicago Bears, they will be legendary. Are you ready for what's about to happen? Because I promise you've never seen anything like this. And remember, heroes are made on the battlefield, but legacies are built in moments like these. The clock is ticking, the future is writing itself, and it all begins now.